Hi Capricorn, we're going to do your love reading. Well, I say love reading, that's what usually comes through, but you can apply it however it works. I thought I saw one flipped. So, hi, how are you guys? Thank you for visiting my channel. I hope you will hit that like button. Show some love. What do I usually say? This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everyone in every way. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't force it. Roles could be reversed or intermingle, and it is not gender specific. So if I say he, she, ignore me. Let's get started. Love and blessings. Oh, by the way, I love you. My subscribers, love, love, love you. Thank you. You guys are the greatest. Okay, love and blessings. Do all this reaches. Oh, I didn't mean to pull two. Your current energy, Ace of Wands and Five of Pentacles. Wow. Passionate new beginning and feeling out in the cold. Overall energy, Death card. Should I show you these? You want to see them? This is the Gregory Scott Tarot. So Ace of Wands, that's about passionate new beginning. Looks like you are dealing with feeling left out in the cold, or you're leaving someone out in the cold. Ooh, your person's energy, Ten of Pentacles. Perfect family. Which this is just everything. Money, wealth, health. Well, how about that for them? How they view you, the Magician. A creator, somebody that can make things happen. This Queen of Wands kind of creeps me out in this deck for some reason. Could be Leo energy, but the Queen of Wands is somebody that is passionate, creative, makes things happen. She's on a stage, so I have to think that she's putting on a performance, right? So that's what I think is relevant here. That's how they view the situation. How they see moving forward. Wow, Queen of Cups. Looks like they want to kiss and make up. Maybe make everything okay. You may be, that may be why you're all, giddy. Because you're feeling that too. Or you know that it's coming after being left out in the cold. What you cannot see are outside influences. Isn't that beautiful? And that is the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody very stable. She could be a mother. She could be a single mother, but she works hard. Oh, wow. Communication. Tarot's advice is communication. Outcome. King of Cups. Lots of love pouring out of the sky. Big giant cup of love. I feel like this guy is a loving guy in general. Kind of like a badass. Somebody that loves kids, loves family, loves friends. Larger than life is what I'm getting from that. Let's get some clarifiers. We have Six of Swords. That's leaving a difficult situation. Wow. That's a kind of a strong visual in it. Wow, Knight of Swords. This is, shame on you. This is somebody very angry. Somebody shaming someone. Really coming down hard on someone. So that's the Knight of Swords. So normally the Knight of Swords, the knights come in fast. And the swords are about mental energy and clarity. But in this deck, it's got a bit of a twist. It looks like somebody is leaving a situation where I think that they were with somebody very difficult and critical. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It's ending wherever that was. The Hermit. They're done, I think. Done with it. Moving on to something better. So that's clarifying. Those are general clarifiers. Let's see the bottom of the deck. Strength card. That's, strength is, in this deck, there's a lot of mental energy here. But strength is, impulse control is what I'm getting from this. Staying strong, being able to do what you need to do, even if it's not easy. Maybe changing some toxic, limiting beliefs. Neurotransmitters, forming new habits, new ways of thinking. Okay, wow. Wow. All right, Capricorn, looks like somebody's coming back. They're thinking Ten of Pentacles. They're thinking happiness. This is a situation where it looks like you have been out in the cold because your energy is Five of Pentacles. That's, abandoned, or maybe they chose someone else. That came out underneath the Ace of Swords, almost like the Ace of Swords is clarifying it. I mean, not Ace of Swords, I'm sorry, Ace of Wands. So, very passionate, exciting. You tell me, what's her energy? It's pretty darn happy. And it looks like it's coming out from there. It looks like there was an ending. There is an ending. We've got painful ending here. We've got overall energy. It is an ending. But this is a very peaceful death card. So when something ends, something new can begin, and that's very strong in this death card. Something ended. Probably with the Queen of Wands. Somebody that can put on a show. Somebody that can... I don't know. I feel like there's maybe a connection there. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, walking away from something. So why do we have the Death card? Let's start clarifying. Why do we have the Death card? Four of Cups. Somebody just, there's a lack of interest there for something. And a long, hard journey. Yeah, I think this is pretty clear. Looks like your person is leaving someone. They view you as the Magician, Aries energy. We also have Scorpio. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo. Tell me about the Magician. Why do we have the Magician? Wow. Somebody that can Five of Cups, that's sadness, regret. Somebody that can recover. Somebody that can, yeah, look at that. Somebody that's not going to be stopped by, it looks like you've been through a lot. Look at that. But you picked yourself up. It kind of has an unstoppable energy. I don't know about this. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Why do we have the Queen of Wands? The Lovers. Yeah, there's a decision between two people. Gee, I wonder who's being chosen. I want more on that Queen of Wands. The Lovers. That's usually, I have two lovers I have to choose. Lovers is also, well, it's about love. Nine of Pentacles, stability. Self-love. Ooh, let me see something else. Why do we have the Nine of Pentacles? Five of Wands. Competition. Bickering. I don't know. That Queen of Wands isn't really in the perfect position for this, but I feel like somebody is getting out of a situation where they were just hounded and just like beat up, not physically beat up, but and FYI, I had a comment asking me about that. Whenever I say beat up or whip or how she stabs people, I am never talking physical abuse. I don't make lightly of physical abuse. That is what this card implies here, but I mean, we're looking at like medieval times, right? But this is the energy. So somebody cut out, well, Queen of Swords means cutting somebody out. It also is somebody that's kind of harsh. And I feel like somebody has gotten away or escaped from somebody that was always like that. Always coming down on them. And then we have look at that. Six of Swords, getting the heck out of there. I'm leaving that. I mean, because if you think about this guy, it's this guy. And it looks like somebody endured that for a while. Let's see. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Not that we really need to. Yeah, wish fulfillment, the star, happiness, ascension. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? They both came from these. This is clarifying this, and look at it. It's both mermaids and water. And look at the rest of the deck. Nothing else like that. So, strong rating. Somebody is getting out of a toxic situation, coming back to you, I think. Oh, these just kind of flipped up. Page of Pentacles, Hangman, and the Wheel. The Wheel is karma. So it looks like you're their wish. That's how they see moving forward, making things up to you, probably ascending, extremely strong connection here, physical attraction here. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this just showed up and I didn't take it. Justice, Queen of Pentacles. So it's justice is going to be served. That's what you cannot see behind the scenes. On the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Why do we have justice? That's in the background. Justice will be served. I guess maybe. It looks like somebody is getting away from somebody who also was kind of like always putting them down and acting like they were better. A drama queen. That's what I'm getting. A drama queen. That's what I was missing with that Queen of Swords. Okay, the Fool is at the bottom of the deck. Justice, Libra energy. Why do we have the Justice card? Tarot, please. Hangman. Taurus, Virgo. Why do we have the Hangman? Page of Swords. Investigating. Usually this is Page of Swords is, of course, a page is a messenger. A page is also maybe somebody young, but this page is making some potions. And look at that. Somebody... Okay, not literally, but looks like someone got poisoned. Wow. I don't know how that's behind the scenes. Gosh. This is judgment. This is, yeah, you got what you deserved, you know. But this looks like this guy. This looks like the guy that was up to something. See that? And like he got a taste of his own medicine. Look at that. This guy got a taste of his own medicine because look, he was the one making it. And there's a skull, which represents poison, a skull. Wow. What you cannot see is whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, it looks like you know, I feel like she's a drama queen. She's an actress. She has this persona of being this, you know, beautiful, well put together, calm, cool, collected person. But she's a drama queen, and she kind of has this, like, if you only saw what she was like behind closed doors element. And I also feel, manipulative, and it looks like she's getting a taste of her own medicine. Put in her place, maybe. Anything else on that? Let's just get one more card and see. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about being guarded, holding your ground. So, not sure why that... Oh, look at that. Two of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, let's get this 8. So, Tarot's advice is to communicate. It's always good to communicate. Not if somebody's trying to get away from you or not responding, right? But if you have not made it clear your feelings, then it's always, good to... You guys, please don't ever shut somebody down because you want them to try harder or whatever. I mean, just communicate. Don't... Because there's so much, like, in the world today of dating, and when advice comes through, it's usually about this. My reads are typically singles. If you're ever married watching my readings, the advice part is going to apply differently for marriages, because you can't just, walk out of a marriage. It's not that simple. But make sure you communicate when somebody comes back and wants to communicate. Don't shut that down, because then no one gets closure. You can tell people, I don't think this is working. I think we should go on our separate ways. I wish you well. And that's really, taking the high road like that is always the best case scenario, right? But why do we have the 8 of Wands? Communication. Again, I'm not saying to communicate if somebody is not responding or blocked you. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you, looks like you need to communicate your love. This is amazing. And I mean, it could be, this is an amazing reading. I know I'm getting tongue-tied a little bit, but this is ascension. Somebody's rising above. See, the wheel is that karmic wheel that... It's all our blessings. I always think of it as instead of the Wheel of Fortune, which it is a Wheel of Fortune. It's forward motion towards good things. But I think of it also as a wheel of blessings. If the wheel gets sluggish, or if there's a lesson you need to learn, or if there's something toxic, or you're overthinking, or you're doing something wrong, this wheel gets sluggish and can even stop. And then you get stuck. It could even just be overthinking. But that's got a strong presence here. Something karmic. Now, tell me what's next. I think somebody got out of some feeling stuck and trapped, and they finally, did some different thinking with that Strength card, and they came to the realization that, what, I'm not stuck with this. I don't have to do this. I don't have to be here, and I'm not going to be here because I'm being treated badly. And the person that was doing the bad treating is getting a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, because there's going to be a new beginning. I said, what did I say? What's happening next? We got the Fool card. That's Aries energy. Could be Taurus. I'm not sure, actually. I definitely felt Taurus. Look at that. Something, truth, honesty, Hierophant. That's a high level of relationship. Something's going to grow. There's a lot of love. There's an Empress, and there's communication. This is beautiful, you guys. Somebody's choosing you. It's like somebody is leaving something toxic and coming to you, and you know it, because you're going from feeling out in the cold to that. Your person's energy is 10 of Pentacles. Something ended, so something new can begin. Are we going to recover after a Tower? And then this is really powerful. That's what you cannot see. Somebody gets a taste of their own medicine. Beautiful. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. I love it. But let me know if I missed anything too, because there's always going to be, some messages in here that I don't pick up on. But wow, that's all I got to say. Wow. Okay. Okay, Capricorn, I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and God bless.